And some relief for abortion right advocates in the United States of America. The American President Joe Biden has signed an executive order to ease access to services for terminating pregnancies. Now, the order directs the health department to expand access to pills that can actually end pregnancies in the early weeks of pregnancy, and to ensure that women have access to emergency medical care, family planning services, and also to contraception. The order has further provided protection for doctors and women who travel for abortions at state borders. The move comes after the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark ruling overturned the nationwide right to abortion last week that had been granted to women in America as a part of the Roe v. Wade judgment of 1973. Now, Biden had branded the conservative majority Supreme Court as out of control after the ruling. It also further called the judgment as an exercise in raw political power, adding that the Supreme Court, working in conjunction with extremist elements of the Republican Party, cannot be allowed to take away freedom and personal autonomy of women, where women in America right now do not even enjoy reproductive rights and rights over their own bodies.
We cannot allow an out-of-control Supreme Court working in conjunction with extremist elements of the Republican Party to take away freedoms and our personal autonomy.
Meanwhile, about 60 protesters gathered outside of a New Orleans courthouse where a judge is later to hear arguments in the state's anti-abortion trigger laws. The protesters also waved signs that said that abortion is health care and you want women to die. Now, the American President Joe Biden has been under pressure even from the Democrats to take action after the landmark decision. Last month, he had proposed an exception to filibuster rule for passing a law to restore abortion rights. However, the suggestion was shot down by aides to key Democratic senators. So now, instead of publicly entertaining the idea of reforming the court itself, Biden has laid out the way to codify abortion rights into the law by voters. He said that the voters will elect a pro-choice House while urging women to turn out in record numbers to vote, adding that he would veto any law passed by the Republicans to ban abortion rights nationwide. The issue could possibly drive Democrats to the polls in the month of November in the midterm elections, when the Republicans have a chance of taking control of the Congress. And also, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has been tracking the story very closely for us and has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
The Supreme Court ruling overturning abortion protections 2 weeks ago led to widespread protests across the country. Democrats, many within the Biden administration, had grown frustrated with the president for not mounting a forceful response as the party works to turn the ruling into a rallying cry ahead of the midterm elections. And so on Friday, President Biden signed an executive order on abortion and contraception access. Immediately afterwards, abortion rights groups said that it did not go far enough, while abortion opponents said it went too far. However, the White House had cautioned for weeks that while it will do something, no policy from the executive branch could fill the void left by the court's decision. And President Biden's executive order on Friday demonstrated those limitations. Instead, the president asked voters to take to the polls and vote for Democrats in the upcoming midterm elections for Senate, arguing that Republicans would seek to pass nationwide abortion restrictions if they take control of Congress. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION. World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.